Well, Carl, things have been slowing down, so we figured we'd just pick up the real YouTube hype sort of thing and do an unboxing video.
Unboxing video. Those are always extremely popular, especially if it's unboxing of a weird MRE.
Yeah, I don't think this is an MRE.
It's not an MRE, it's too heavy?
But this did show up via FedEx 2-day air, which means it's a handgun.
Oh,
and what handgun have we been waiting for?
There's only one, actually.
Ooh. Check out that. That's all that's in there.
The Hudson 9.
They have gone for some serious Apple level of packaging here.
You know, that's an interesting thing. Frequently when you buy, well, this is a pretty expensive handgun, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Typically when you buy even a middle grade or even expensive handgun, it comes in a cheap plastic box that disintegrates the first time you open it. You literally pull the clips off and they break off. I've had that happen. You know, I don't know if that matters or not, but it's interesting.
They're definitely going for all out for that whole premium product appeal.
I think that there's a market there that isn't well addressed.
Now, I've seen this, but you've yet to actually open this.
I have not opened this. This is my first time seeing
You're
this.
actually going to be impressed when you open that thing up.
All right, so let's do this.
It's like a stoner box. It's attached with magnets.
Oh. Oh, look at that. Ooh. It actually is. Okay, now that is legitimately out of the Apple playbook. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
So magnets. Oh, look at that. Some dog hair. That's good. I don't think it came with that.
Yeah, that wasn't in there before.
That really is nicely presented.
Yep.
It's kind of funny, but look at how they actually have a cutout there so you can actually get your fingers in here to get the gun out.
Yep. Without grabbing it by the trigger guard, which is what you normally have to do.
Which is pretty cool. There's that. Obviously, we're going to clear this just because. All right, we are clear.
All right.
Magazine came in the gun when you got it that way as well?
I believe it was, yes.
I got to tell you, that is like glass.
It's smooth.
This really is, it sounds corny, but this is my first time actually, besides the SHOT Show where we fired, what, 5, 6 rounds?
Yeah.
This is my first time handling one. It's got heft, but it balances well.
Yep.
But this is interesting. It really is smooth. It's like glass.
All right, put that thing in there, hand that to me, and take a look at the rest of that.
All right, so there's that.
Because it continues to stay cool.
And this half moon indicates thou shalt open. So I pull this off. And, all right, we're going to put it over there. Oh, look at that. Operator's manual, because we're operators.
Clearly.
Yeah, this is for
anyone who has a Hudson is automatically de facto an operator.
This is for operator. Read all warnings and instructions and do not discard that.
Yeah, discard that.
I discarded that.
That you can definitely discard.
Oh, and 2 mags.
So it comes with 3 mags.
So out of the box, and those little finger things are actually important. Out of the box, you get 3 mags. Now these are
15 rounders.
15 plus 1 gun. So, you know, it's interesting. On the modern market, that's on the lower end of capacity for a 9mm.
A little bit.
Most of these guns nowadays are 17 or 19 or something like that. However, if you look at European guns, especially German, HK, they all like 15-round mags unless you add base plates.
Yeah.
So, okay, but you get 3 15-round
cool.
mags. That's enough to actually take the gun out of the box and go shoot a match.
Yeah.
Or, once you know that it's, reliable, go carry it because you got one in the gun and one on a spare or something like that.
Yeah.
How often? That's another example. You go buy a relatively expensive gun, and how many mags does it come with?
1, maybe 2. If you're
Sometimes
lucky.
2. Yeah. 3 is kind of a nice perk. So,
especially given that these are proprietary mags.
Well, aren't they modified from something else? I forgot what they told us.
They're based on something, but
well, let's go there. It is modified from something, but you don't want to do your own mods. So you're going to want to buy Hudson mags.
Well, and maybe you don't even need to if it comes with 3.
They look nice. It's interesting. I would note that it has witness marks for your load capacity, but it does not have numbers.
No.
Nitpicking. I kind of like the numbers. I like now. Once you use this enough, you know that this means something. But I kind of like the numbers.
The bottom hole means 15.
Yes, I understand that. But it's nice to have witness numbers. But otherwise, so mags, a warning thing which we don't care about, keys which we don't need because we have lockpicks, and that's it. But that's cool. Actually, let's look at the manual for just a moment since I did that. Oh,
it comes with a cool
good thing
sticker.
I did that. You can now fly your flag proud and high that you're a Hudson 9 owner. Really cool artwork, actually. The artwork is pretty legit. That's pretty neat. Obey my laws. Good idea. Actual specifications for the gun. This is a heavy gun. What does it weigh?
Yeah, 36.5 ounces with an empty mag.
36.5 ounces. It's on the heavier end. Trigger pull is 42.6 ounces. No, excuse me. That's weight loaded. Trigger pull weight is 4.75 to 5 pounds.
Yeah,
which is nice. Wow, they really.
They really made everything look very nice.
This all looks really solid. It's like, ooh. Honestly,
Bad cam drawing.
it's,
Yeah,
it's kind of, you know, it's corny, but it's kind of got that coffee table feel.
it's cool to see someone actually put the effort in.
They're really putting in the effort, safety
Now,
features.
Ultimately, none of this really matters. I don't care what the pack. If it's a great gun, I'm gonna like it regardless of the packaging. If it turns out to be not a great gun, none of this is gonna fix it.
If you're buying it for the
But-
Gucci factor, if you're one of those guys, and there are people like that,
Absolutely.
if you're buying it for this, they've come through in spades.
Tell you what, that's the. If you keep only one handgun box ever, it's gonna be that one.
No, that's absolutely true. So what we've got here today is we've got, we're not going to be able to do a full review on this because that's not how InRange functions.
Right.
What we're going to do is, there's already people out there doing videos, they shoot a mag through it and they're like, amazing, incredible. I'm not saying who doesn't matter, there's already a bunch of them out there. That's not what we do. What we're going to do is we're going to actually try this thing out today on a couple targets. We're going to see if it has a 0 out of the box. Do we have to mess with it or is it good to go? We have a spinner target. Ooh, your favorite. Ian loves those.
I promise I won't throw this thing at the
Please
spinner.
don't throw the Hudson. We're going to shoot the spinner targets. This is just us getting acclimated to the gun.
Yep.
We're going to put that on video. We're going to see if it's got a 0 out of the box. We're going to get used to shooting it. We're going to shoot it at the next 2-gun match.
Yep.
And then about 2 weeks from now is the Steel Challenge, Steel Workers, which is a run and gun, practical tactical steel match. And I'm going to shoot that there.
Yeah, all pistol.
All pistol, and we'll get some reviews of that. So what we want to do is give you the same thing we do on InRange with everything else, which is a lot of extensive match and training environment use on the clock, and then give you an end result or conclusion once we've gone through all the foibles and benefits thereof.
Right.
And not just what did it feel like.
Yeah. So don't expect anything conclusive on this for a couple months.
Right. Today you're going to get what did it feel like.
Yeah.
In a little while you're going to get a conclusion about how did this work for us in multiple environments, in the dirt, in the sand, on the clock, at the 2-gun, at the steel workers, at whatever else.
Did you say in the mud?
It could be in the mud.
We'll find out. Maybe. We'll see.
And I do have actually an in the waistband holster that came with this. They asked us what holster we wanted. I said I'd like that because that's how I carry a gun. Once we've tested that this is reliable, I'm going to go ahead and carry this rather heavier than average, but very thin. That's an important part of a carry gun. The thinness, people are going to say you're sweeping me, by the way, which you are not. He's not sweeping me, but people are going to say you are. It's thin. While the weight may be different, it's not very long, and it's thin, which actually is a huge component of how comfortable it is to carry a gun.
Yeah.
I've been carrying a Roland Special Glock now for quite a while, which I love, with a compensator and a red dot on it. It's a bulky thing to carry around. Doable. This actually might be more comfortable even though it's more heavy.
It might be.
Although we are doing an interesting thing in that you and I both shot Roland Specials now for a while, and we're going back to only irons on the Hudson.
Yeah.
That does feel, hate to say it, Hudson, it does feel like a technological jump back.
That's the only downside I see to this straight out of the box is I wish it had a red dot cut on.
They've got to get their first iteration of the gun out into the market, though.
That's
I
true.
am sure that they will have a red dot capability at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Well, let's get off of this boxing.
All right, yeah.
Let's go shoot some spinner targets. You love spinner targets.
All right. First thing to do is see if it's zeroed. So I'm at 12 yards from the HMG pistol target. Smooth. I'm shooting center of mass. I'm hitting at the bottom of the plate, so it's close. Let me try our silhouette. All right, Carl, you're our pistol shooter. You want to try it?
Yep. Now I've just taken the gun out of Ian's hands. Same 12 yards, same HMG target. Still a little low on the low end for me. This is more like a 12 o'clock hold. I tend to zero with a 6 o'clock hold, so this is kind of exceptional for me. When I held 12 o'clock, then I was hitting center of the target. I'm gonna go ahead and put another mag out. We'll try it at the longer distance, about 20-something yards Q target. Yeah, you're hitting low. There you go. When you said low, once I went back to a 12 o'clock hold, then I was on. All right, Ian, it's the spinner at 12 yards. Remember to hold 12 o'clock.
Oh boy, yeah. All right, I got one mag. Oh, got two mags, but one's empty. Yeah, I went in.
Too high. You did it!
Oh,
Hey, your first try with the Hudson
Wow.
H9 and you did it.
and 2 rounds to spare. Wow, that's pretty cool.
My turn to try the spinner. I've got Winchester 115 grain now. And over. I didn't hit that top plate once.
No, you hit it a couple times, but mostly low.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, if you look at it, you can see it now because we repainted it. You
Oh,
got
I
a lot of
did hit
hits
it.
right on the neck.
I'm not used to that 12 o'clock hold that we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. The trigger is fantastic. The gun's smooth as glass, but that 12 o'clock hold, that's not my bag. I prefer a 6 o'clock or center of mass.
You know, they may have zeroed this for 147s or 124s or something.
Probably, we might have to try a whole bunch of different ammo to find the right thing for these sights. They are windage zeroed,
Perfectly, yeah.
so that's not a problem. Here, I'll just shoot the rest of this mag off.
Spin it again.
Ah! Pocket reload! There it went.
Now stop it and then spin it again. Jerk.
I got more to shoot here. I'll just get rid of it. Let's just keep it going.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
Just a little bit. Gun shoot's really nice. I got to tell you, once you get used to that 12 o'clock hold, it's fine. It's just not what I normally hold. So we'll play with ammo. We'll find out more later. So this is not meant to be a review because, as we said, we're going to do matches. We're going to throw it in some dirt. We're going to do our thing to get a review. But I think this is a first impressions.
Pretty good first impression.
Super positive first impressions. The 12 o'clock hold's not my bag. That's discussable. Windage, actually, once I got used to the trigger, was dead on.
Yeah, it was.
For a gun right out of the box, just working, that's, frankly, that kind of talks to their trying to be the high end of the market.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've taken out a relatively expensive handgun and had to mess with the sights just to hit a target. We did not have to do that.
Yeah.
It does have a tritium front sight. I didn't even notice that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's got a big red painted dot and then a tritium vial in the center.
Whole thing does feel like glass. It's extremely smooth.
Yeah.
The trigger is what they said it would be. There's like a little bit of take up, but then it's extremely crisp.
Yep.
With a very short reset.
Well, the whole point of this was carries like a Glock, shoots like a 1911.
And I think that's exactly what they've achieved.
Yeah.
I mean, at this moment,
So
I would
far.
say, at this moment, after what, a couple mags, that's been done.
Well, I am excited to actually get a chance to do some real shooting with this.
It's got
thing.
an interesting oil smell.
It's probably Texas oil.
Texas oil. Yeah. Really cool. Super. Handles nice. Feels good. Box is like art. Sights on, out of the box. No malfunctions.
Not yet.
Not yet. So stay tuned. A lot more to come. InRange is going to go full deep dive on the Hudson 9 because we don't want to review everything on the market. We want to review the stuff that's interesting.
Yeah, and this is definitely interesting.
This is interesting. It's not just another Polymer Wonder 9.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, guys. Once again, remember, we are Patreon supported. If you're not supporting us on Patreon, please, you can do it in other ways. Subscribe to the channel and share our content with anybody as widely as you can because the AI bots aren't going to do it. But more importantly, stay tuned for some more Hudson 9 content.
Can I see that for a second?
He always mine now. I got all the mags.